Ladies and gentlemen, there was a time when I thought success was a faraway star, something only the lucky or the flawless could touch. I sat in the quiet of my own doubts, my body heavy with questions. Why me? Why this path? Why this pain? But life has a way of teaching you that success isn't found in perfect moments or unbroken roads. It's built breath by breath, choice by choice, in the habits you carve into your days. Let me share 5 power habits that have lifted me from my darkest valleys and can lift you too. Habits that don't just chase success, but invite it to walk beside you. The first habit is to embrace who you are, scars and all. I used to look at myself and see only what was missing. Dreams I couldn't chase, steps I couldn't take. I thought success belonged to those who had it all together, who shone without cracks. But one day I realized those cracks were my story, not my shame. The world will try to tell you to hide your flaws, to cover the parts of you that don't fit its mold. Ace lesson: your imperfections are your map, guiding you to a strength no one else can claim. I remember picking up a paintbrush for the first time, my hands unsteady, my heart unsure. I wasn't perfect, but I was alive. That was enough. Success begins when you stop apologizing for who you are and start celebrating it. Look at yourself today, not at what you lack, but at what you carry. That's your foundation. Build on it. The second habit is to choose gratitude even when life feels unfair. There were mornings when I woke up and felt the weight of everything I'd lost. It was easy to let complaints fill my mind. Why this struggle? Why this fight? But I learned that gratitude is a choice, a quiet act of defiance against despair. It's not about ignoring pain. It's about seeing beyond it. I started small, whispering thanks for the sunrise, for the sound of laughter, for the chance to try again. Gratitude didn't change my circumstances overnight, but it changed me. It gave me eyes to see possibility where I once saw only walls. Success isn't about having everything. It's about finding treasure in what you have. Try it now. Name one thing, just one, that sparks light in your heart. Hold it close. That's your anchor, and it will carry you further than any complaint ever could. The third habit is to act with purpose, no matter how small the step. I used to think success meant big moments, grand stages, loud applause. But I learned it's in the quiet choices. The decision to speak when you're afraid, to create when you're unsure, to move forward when you're tired. Purpose isn't about knowing every answer. It's about asking, why does this matter to me? I think of the days when I shared my story, not because I had it all figured out, but because I hoped it might touch one heart. Those moments went loud, but they were true. Success grows in the soil of intention. You don't need to leap mountains today. Just take one step toward what makes you feel alive. Write that sentence, make that call, dream that dream. That's not just action, it's courage. And courage builds empire. The fourth habit is to lift others, even as you climb. The world loves to tell you it's every person for themselves, that success is a race you win alone. But I've seen the truth. No victory shines brighter than the one you share. I remember a time when I felt so small, so lost, and a stranger's kind words pulled me back to myself. That moment taught me that lifting someone else doesn't dim your light, it makes it stronger. Success isn't about how many doors you open for yourself, it's about how many you hold open for others. I've watched people transform when they're seen, when they're heard, when someone says, "You are enough." Today, reach out, smile at a stranger, encourage a friend, share a piece of your heart. Their strength will weave into yours, and together you'll rise higher than you ever could alone. The fifth habit is to grow through pain, not around it. Pain is the teacher we never asked for, but it comes anyway. I've known nights when tears were my only language, when I wondered if I'd ever feel whole again. But every hurt carried a lesson. It taught me patience. It taught me grit. It taught me that I am more than my worst moments. Success doesn't come from dodging hardship. It comes from asking, what can this teach me? I think of the times I fell, the times I doubted, and how each one left me wiser, braver, fuller. Pain isn't your enemy. It's your chisel, shaping you into something extraordinary. When life hurts, don't turn away. Lean in, listen. The answers are there, waiting to guide you forward. These habits, embracing your whole self, choosing gratitude, acting with purpose, lifting others, growing through pain, are more than steps, they're a promise. A promise that you don't need to wait for a better day, a better you, a better life. You have everything you need right now. I think of that girl who once felt so broken, who thought success was for someone else. She didn't know that every tear was planting a seed. Every choice was building a bridge. She didn't know she was already on her way. And so are you. You are not your doubts. You are not your fears. You are the story you choose to write today. So write it with courage, paint it with love, share it with the world. Success isn't a place you arrive, it's the person you become. And that person, they're already inside you, waiting for you to say, this is my time. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for perfection. Start where you stand. Speak your truth. Live your purpose. The world needs your light, and it needs it now. You are enough. You always have been. Go shine.